It's Barnsley versus Sheffield Wednesday in the League One playoff final. Who is going up to the Championship? It's a South Yorkshire derby at Wembley on Monday. It's the two highest placed teams from the regular season facing off. Third place Sheffield Wednesday and fourth placed Barnsley. Although the teams were only a place apart, they came into the playoffs and the final in very different ways. Sheffield Wednesday were not just in the top two fight, they were in the title fight for nearly the whole season. A bad run in late March ruined the top two push, and in a massive case of wrong place, wrong time, Wednesday scored 96 points and it wasn't enough. Barnsley didn't really pick up speed until late October, and with the crazy pace up at the top, that was enough to put them on the back foot in terms of their top two chase. If the season had started at that point, we'd have had a four-team title race with Barnsley in it. And Mike Duff admitted it himself that despite their good form, they've known for the last month they would be fourth and in the playoffs. Sheffield Wednesday's 96-point regular season was built on defensive strength, power and consistency. Under Darren Moore, the Owls have now scored 181 points over two seasons and know how to win at the level. They led League One for clean sheets, didn't lose a single game for 166 days, half a season. You can argue they've failed, but in truth, it's been a freak season points-wise, and maybe the big miss was not adding a few faces in January. Barnsley didn't have the nice run into the season that Wednesday did. They were coming bottom of the Championship and going down 1 year ago. Mike Duff has come in, done really well to have things moving so quickly. The Tykes' big strength is swallowing up teams with their insane press. At their best, Barnsley will put you on the back foot and leave you there for the entire game. And that is how they got to the final. Yes, Bolton had lots of the ball in the semi, but Barnsley controlled where the game was played and didn't allow Bolton many chances through the entire two-game semi-final. It's a help to play at home second, of course, but Barnsley were never behind in the tie and good value to get through to Wembley. It could not have been more different in the other semi-final, with Sheffield Wednesday looking completely out of it and then pulling off arguably the greatest playoff comeback ever. It was a horrid 4-0 collapse in leg one at Peterborough, but to make it 4-4 with a 98th minute goal and win through on penalties was just mind-blowing. On to Monday then. If the table is a guide, then Sheffield Wednesday are winning, and the bookies also have them as favourites. But Barnsley won both games in the league and were the only side to do the double over Wednesday. Over the past 10 years, third place has won 4 playoffs and fourth place has won 3. So where could the game be won and lost? If it's down to defences, then you go with Wednesday. Wing-back contribution, maybe Barnsley. In midfield, Bannon is the guy, but does the combination of the Barnsley 3 outdo his individual skill? Up top, I'd give the edge in speed and power to Barnsley's Cole and Tedic, but would have Gregory, Smith and Windass of Wednesday better finishers. Set pieces, Barnsley have the better data. Both sides are going to need to stand up. You would think Darren Moore would want a slower paced game where an individual could win it for him. You'd think Mike Duff would want it more frantic and to overpower Wednesday like they did in the league at Oakwell. All of that aside, the biggest factor probably exists between the ears of the Sheffield Wednesday players and fan base. At its best, this has been a calm and confident powerhouse of a club this season. At its worst, it's been a chaotic, emotional mess. We've seen Wednesday mentally collapse in the league and in the first leg of the playoff semi, but we've also seen them score 96 points and mount an amazing playoff comeback. Let's try and call this then. A Barnsley win probably involves a fast start, scoring first. A stretched game suits them. We know they'll have periods of hemming Wednesday in. Can they be clinical? A Wednesday win probably involves a steadier game, calmness in defence and in the stands, beat the press, get the big players on the ball and into the game. My prediction, huge respect for both clubs, fans, and especially the two managers. But purely on the fact that after a crazy and emotional journey, they're somehow still here for the final. I'm going to back Sheffield Wednesday to finally get the job done. Wednesday to go up. When have I ever said that on the channel before and been wrong? Get your thoughts in via the comments. Look, we pretty much know in one-off cup finals, supporters of either side will just back the team that they support. That's all good. So neutrals, you've got the deciding vote. Get commenting. Who's going up? Sheffield Wednesday or Barnsley? Last time this matchup happened, I was lucky enough to be there. Click up here to see my vlog from Oakwell in March, and a big win for Barnsley that Tykes fans will hope is a good omen for this coming bank holiday weekend.